Have you ever felt the lack of human interaction while staring at a screen for hours? Or have you ever felt more motivated when learning through direct interactions? Honorable judges, beloved audience, I am Raditya from Man 1 Tangerang, Selatan, and today I want to talk about online learning and traditional classroom learning. I'm certain that most of you have already used e-learning before. But do you remember the feeling when you use it for the first time? Was it difficult or was it the other way around? The first time I used e-learning was in 2019 when COVID was still a pandemic. I found it very challenging due to my struggles in self-discipline and my struggles in many kinds of distractions. However, despite the challenges I faced, I also learned a few things when I use online learning, like discovering new things from the internet, enhancing my technical skills, and enhancing my skills in some applications. All in all, it was quite an experience for me. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm going to talk about today, answering the long-asked question, which one is better, e-learning or classroom learning? To begin, let's take a look at the advantages of e-learning. When we are talking about flexibility, e-learning has the upper hand, where right now we can almost learn anywhere we want using e-learning. In e-learning, there is also a lot more source of information, since today we can almost search every materials we need on the internet. Not only that, e-learning is also proven to be effective. According to a research in 2019 at Tangerang University, when students use e-learning, they tend to get higher scores on their exams and on their assignment. Now let's talk about the disadvantages of e-learning. In e-learning, there is a lack of social interactions, which can cause some serious impacts. It may look like it does not affect students' performance in studying, but a bond between a teacher and a student can significantly affect students' motivation or performance in studying. And this bond is more likely to form when there is a direct interaction. In e-learning, there is also a lack of security, making it easier for students to be dishonest and cheat on their exams or on their assignments. Now that we've learned about e-learning, let's talk about classroom learning. Although it may not be as flexible as e-learning, classroom learning also have some advantages. In classroom learning, there is a lot more social interactions. These daily interactions can subconsciously train the ability to speak to other people. And these daily interactions can also encourage students to be more motivated, enhancing their performance on their studies. In classroom learning, there is also a lot more security, making it harder for students to be dishonest and cheat on their exams. In classroom learning, there is also a lot more forcing environment, which can really help for students like me that have a hard time disciplining themselves. What about the disadvantage of classroom learning? In classroom learning, there is a lack of flexibility, where you need to physically attend classes every day, therefore making it harder for students and making it not compatible for students that have a busy schedule outside schools. If a student has more free time, it is more suitable to use classroom learning. If a student has a busy schedule, it is more convenient to use e-learning. If a student cannot independently study, it is better to use classroom learning. And if a student can independently study, it is more convenient to use e-learning. In light of these considerations, what matters the most is the compatibility of the method to a student. So if the question was, which one is better, my answer would be none, because both methods are equipped with their own flaws and their own benefits. Like William Butler Yeats stated, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.